Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I want to look at 4 inks from Endless. Endless is a company who have made some amazing stationery items over the last couple of years. Everything down to amazing notebooks to leather pen pouches and folios and all that kind of stuff. A retractable fountain pen, and they've now released a range of inks and they're called the Alchemy inks. Now I'll quickly show a picture of the bottle here. It's a very, very cool bottle and has some really fun features. I got sent samples of these inks from Pulp Addiction, which is one of my favorite retailers here in Australia. And so I'm going to talk about those inks now. So we've got Mystic Forest, Drops of Mars, Candy Sea, and my personal favorite, Wizard's Pencil. So this is a range of 4 inks, and they are sort of 4 kind of standard-ish colors, just a little bit different. Think of, the Bic 4-color biro there. You've got the blue, black, red, and green. This is kind of like that. So it's a really great way to sort of start out for an ink company. And I've always said that ink companies should all have a line of sort of staple colors. But what Endless have done really interesting here is, and I don't know who makes these inks for them, but they're beautiful inks. They look lovely. One thing they've done really well is taken those 4 colors and just hit them with a little bit of personality. So we've got a really lovely sort of foresty green. It doesn't have that vibrancy in some of the green that a lot of other companies have. Then you've got Drops of Mars, which is a really beautiful, rich red. Candy Sea, the blue. It's a fairly sort of it's a warm royal blue, but with this beautiful hit of red sheen that just sort of pops on the paper there. And then Wizard's Pencil, which is not a black, it's kind of like a grey, it's a graphite-y grey, and I love it. So Wizard Pencil being a great name for that because it does look like pencil lead. So this is them on colouring cards. Let's have a quick look at them on some other paper. So starting with them here on Tomo River. So this is 68 GSM Tomo River, the old stuff. So you can see the colors here are beautiful and warm. It's almost like a blue tone coming through that green. It's really interesting. The red is stunning. Earthy red, warm, dark. I love the name they've given these Alchemy, both to reflect the bottle, but also reflect the darkness in the colors. Candy Sea looks amazing. Great hit of red sheen. And then Wizard's Pencil just looks amazing. I love that ink. This one, for me, this is one that's going to go into my permanent collection, 100% for sure. I did a little water test here. The writing, you see there's a bit of shading, you see there's some sheen. They're beautiful inks. They're simply put, they are beautiful inks. Water resistance is okay. So what I did is I put water on, let it sit there for a bit, then dabbed it up with paper towel. You can see the red one got away here and attacked my green smear of the ink. But there is a little bit left behind. Candy Sea there is probably the most saturated of these 4. And as a result, that's also why I get a whole lot of sheen on it. But as a result, the ink spreads a bit more when it gets wet. So it's not just sort of like picking up the ink, it's rehydrating and spreading on the page. So if you get that ink wet, either on purpose or not, it will spread around a bit. And that's okay. That's just the design of the ink. That's what you get with concentrated inks. So yes, they look nice here. Bit of shading, but what you really see is just the depth of color. Next here on Rodia. As I said, you've got your green, red, blue, and, well, a version of black here, which is gray. They look amazing. Like, I love the colors of these inks. I cannot stress to you how much I love the tone of these 4 inks. Absolutely beautiful. And you can see from the performance, there's no feathering, nothing like that. And there's no bleed through whatsoever. So whoever has made these inks for Endless, or if Endless make them themselves, they are beautifully made inks. I've had Candy Sea in a pen as well, and I've currently got Wizard's Pencil in a pen. But Candy Sea, I had in a pen, and when it was written out, cleaning was a breeze. So no worries there, no staining or anything like that. So yeah, very nice inks. And I couldn't show the Endless inks, the Endless Alchemy inks, without showing them on Endless Regalia paper. This is like their signature paper. And it's beautiful, ink-loving, fountain pen-friendly paper, 80 GSM. This is the Creative Block tear-off notepad. This is the plain version. These are absolutely awesome, great little desk pads. And the inks look wonderful here. So I'll bring it up nice and close. Lovely, earthy, foresty green, that warm, rich red there. And then we get the beautiful sort of vibrant blue, but that hit of sheen is stunning. And then Wizard's Pencil, like there's a bit of green coming through it, which is why I sort of like think it looks a little bit like a graphite kind of ink, and that's actually what you'll see when I show the color comparison. And if we look at the reverse of that, yeah, it has come through quite a lot there, but I'm putting a lot of ink down, and you can notice a little bit of feathering just on this paper. But I do like these Endless Creative Block pads quite a lot. Okay, let's do this color comparison quickly here then. So we have Mystic Forest. And for this one, what I've done is I put it alongside Graphon Faber-Castell Moss Green. I think there's a bit of similarity there in the mid shading, and what you get in the writing is darker with Moss Green. So it is a lighter version of that kind of family of green. Next, we have Drops of Mars, and just for the comparison, here is Waterman Audacious Red. You can see it's a lot richer and a lot darker there than Audacious Red. It doesn't have that vibrant pop. Then we have Candy Sea, and I brought this up alongside Ackerman No. 5 Shocking Blue, which is one of my favorite blues. It's a lot lighter. It's got a lot more vibrancy, but once again, a big, big hit of that red sheen. And then lastly, Wizard's Pencil. As I said, this is my favorite of the four. I think this is a very, very cool color, and it looks great when you write with it. And I've got it here alongside Robert Oster Graphite. They are not dissimilar. I think Graphite gets a little darker, but in that mid shading and in the writing, they are very similar, and it is very, very cool. So that was the 4 Alchemy inks from Endless. A big thank you to Pole Prediction for sending these out. So we had, Mystic Forest, Drops of Mars, Candy Sea, and Wizard's Pencil. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. As I said, a big, big thank you to Pole Prediction. Love their retailer. I'll link to it down below. Check it out. So yes, like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, all that kind of stuff. If you've got products you think I should be looking at, or if there is a way you would like to support the channel, I would love to hear from you. In the meantime, enjoy your inks, enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you soon.